it on manual instead of continuous focus, so that was literally all I had to do.
Rick,
I was
you're
like,
live.
oh no.
Rick, you're on.
Really?
Yeah, she kept talking. I didn't get to do the countdown.
What the? All right, hold on. We're gonna reset. You ready? 1 second.
Just fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the fucking show. I am still Man at Arms, and Jim is now deaf because.
What?
I mean, basically, I am Banshee from X-Men. I mean, my gain is on 1, and this is how I always fucking sound.
Deep pull. I like that.
Oh yeah, circa 1985. With me, and now newly deaf and bleeding from the ears and short 5 pounds of hair, Grindzilla himself, Grindhead Jim.
Yes. Coming to you live from Dallas, Fort Worth.
Oh yeah, we gotta hear about that. Not now, but later.
No, later. Okay.
Immediately to my direction, I don't know because I'm not looking at the Twitch stream.
Your left.
To my left, Mr. I Need a Gamer Tag, Fork Knife Spoon Ryan, also known as Uncle Festa. For our audio listeners, he has just made an obscene gesture with his middle finger.
As is often the case. There are not many non-obscene gestures one can make with a middle finger, but we hope you get the idea.
Our video broadcast is huge in Japan. I'm just throwing that out there. But anyway.
I mean, if you look at like the genetics, oh, that's what you meant.
Where were you going?
Wow.
Nowhere.
Okay.
Nowhere. Nowhere at all.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And, well, we're welcoming back a previous guest. We're not going to get hung up on names because reasons.
Because she changed them in the meantime of.
I'm sorry.
Actually,
Here's the funny thing. Literally today, right now, I can change it back. I thought about it. I'm like, I could change it back.
No.
And everything would be back to normal. But it's like,
pick a name and go.
pick a name and just stick with it. That's my problem. Is I'm like, but what about this? But what about this? That's my problem. I'm just like.
What about this?
Well, this is Dark Angel, and believe it or not, she's actually a NASA scientist.
Yeet. Yes. Just totally threw all my credibility out the window. Just it's gone.
As a matter of fact, no, you got street cred now.
Yeah, street cred. Yo.
Yeah.
Dang.
Gonna do it.
I saw a T-shirt at
Good
work
night,
yesterday that said "Yeet
Good night,
will
Ryan.
be yeeted,"
What? That's so
I like
dumb.
that.
and I'm trying to
I like
figure out why I
that.
didn't buy it.
That's like I don't know. Like I could see my friend wearing that because he's all just like yeet, and I'm like, but why? He does.
Oh
He
shit!
just says yeet all the time.
Jim,
We're already going.
Jim,
He'll
you're in
just
for a ride.
do Thunder Crash
No.
and just yeet, and I'm like, all right, dude, you do you.
So.
Jesus. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna
Point
try
us in a
to.
direction.
I was gonna try to rein this in and try to make it quick, and I realized there is no chance of that happening.
None.
So.
No. Zero.
I guess
I'm
for the
My
rest,
can is a Night Stalker.
for the rest of tonight, I'm gonna call you Dark or Angel.
Yeah, just call me Dark
Or
Angel.
DA or some shit. But because Jim wasn't here, and we probably have some new viewers, a short version of who you are and what you do for
Yes,
Jim's
short
edification.
verse.
Before
Short
you start,
version.
why do you have 19 band-aids on your fingers?
Why do I have 19 band-aids on my fingers? That's a great question.
They were busy at NASA manipulating all of the flat Earth pictures to make it look round.
Yes, you see, that's exactly
Glue
what we were
cutting.
doing.
How many
With
people did you
broken
shoot at Area
glass.
51? Answer the
By
question.
hand. No, I don't know why I have all these band-aids on. I injure
You're not
myself.
there
I'm
when
very
they put on?
Let me explain. I'm very accident prone.
We
I'll
figured
end up
that.
hurting myself. So like, I just hurt myself a lot. But yeah,
You're a clumsy scientist.
I am a very clumsy scientist.
She makes worlds out of bacon, but we'll talk about that later too.
Yes. Oh no. But yes, basically the TLDR version of who I am. Dark Angel, that's me. My real name's Caitlin, I guess, if you guys want to know that. I worked at
Are
NASA.
you sure?
Yes. I know my own name. God.
I'm just
But-
checking.
She was like, my real name is...
No, I was
Caitlin.
trying to say, I was like, wait, do I want everyone to know my real name? And like, well, I already said it. Too late now. But anyways,
Well,
I work at NASA. I'm a theoretical astrophysicist at NASA. So I simulate planets and shit. That's what I do
that's
right now.
awesome.
Yeet.
Yeah.
So
That's the
just
short
for
version.
those at home, she creates theoretical models. The job itself
Yes,
is
I
not
use
theoretical. The job is real.
I use my computer to. I'll explain it like they're 5. I use my
call.
computer and write stuff that makes things. There you go.
That's all programming, basically.
That's
You just do
programming.
it-
Yes, I use my
Yeah,
computer.
and you do it for a
program.
specific purpose, like all other programming.
Yep.
Folks, if you do programming, you can't do all programming. You have to have a specific purpose, and you learn that language, like any other form of communication. You can't just suddenly program everything. Although that would be amazing if there was one universal programming language. Maybe we would
But no.
fight less in the cyber world, but we may never know. You never know.
I just remembered why I love beard.
Rick needs the
Oh.
5-year-old explanation.
I
Yes.
do. I
That's true.
absolutely need the 5-year explanation. I watch his channel. Oh.
I mean, you're about to have a full-blown colonic breakdown, so I understand.
Oh no.
So,
Jesus. All right. Where do you want to start? Let's start. Let's go
The
around the
beginning.
room. Let's talk about our weeks and what we did in Destiny. And we'll bring this around to the things. So we're not gonna start with Ryan because of heavy sigh. Jim, did you do? Well, you did Destiny things, so I saw you were on several times.
Yes.
Tell,
I
tell,
just
us,
want to Destiny.
tell us all.
So keeping this strictly to Destiny for the moment, because of the move, I didn't get the computer set up until yesterday, which left me with a day to do any Iron Banner stuff. And I just jumped in full force and just concentrated on one character, got the armor set. Had a lot of fun with it. Noticed that Iron Banner, much like the Nightfalls, was the way that it felt in its heyday. Like it was actually difficult to make headway if you weren't paying attention. Like you really had to concentrate on what you were doing, especially with some of the objectives. I have a suspicion that going in next time where I don't have those same quest steps, it will be a little bit less of a slog. But when you take a guy who's normally auto rifle or pulse rifle and a shotgun, and you say, here's a submachine gun, even though it's the recluse and it's amazing, but everyone else is using what they want to use because they're already done with the quest and they're going to stomp all over you. I was like, wait, no, I didn't see you. It was fun though. It was good. Really good, actually. To jump back in, and not just to jump back in, but to jump in and have it feel good and to be in this new place, a new environment, not have any limitations and just really enjoy it. Because as you all know, Iron Banner is the best part of Destiny. Fight me.
all right.
I had a great time.
So we're going to be looking
Well-
for a replacement host for Jim after that comment. So drop your gamer tags and contact
did you not-
information in the.
Could you not know that about me? I've only said it like 970 million times on the internet, and probably at least once on this show. But now you're fired because you can't pay attention.
Uh-oh.
I'm the one with all the buttons. Here, want to see a video? You want to see Jim go away? We can make that happen too.
Right. Yeah, the video is just a banner that is animated that says Jim sucks, and it has like a little sheen to it. And it just says, wah, 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 wah. It just goes for like 10 minutes.
Well, Ryan decides our and experiment together. Did you do anything else, or should we just talk about this?
Yeah, but you can talk about this.
I got my own stories.
So, oh Christ, we were doing the Vex protocol thing. And you ever hear a little 5-year-old on Christmas come running down the stairs to open his Christmas presents? You know that noise that they make, and I won't try to do it, but this is what I hear as we're going through the Vex protocol. We get to, what is it, the third area where the rest of the team has kind of already gone off, and they're leading the charge, and Rick is behind. He's like, "Oh, this is my turn." Now understand that what class were you playing? What was your subclass? Missile Titan.
No, I was playing. Oh wait, I did play Missile Titan. Yeah.
All you see is Rick come flying in from the top and just hit this circle and let out the most kiddish yell. I killed all the things!
Oh my god, that's great.
And he wouldn't let me record it.
I was like, everyone enjoy your orbs. Enjoy them. Enjoy them. Move on. I'm going to need a well soon. Please. Which is not...
Hurry!
I was never alive when the well was up. It's fine.
Oh,
Sad
crap.
times.
No, he would always be on the opposite side of the group, and he'd go, I need the well, or he'd go, drop the thing, is his way of saying it.
Drop that thing!
He's literally on the other side from me, and I'm going, okay, I'll put it here. So,
I'll get there eventually. So, obviously someone's the point man in PvE. Just throwing that out there.
The Titan.
Yeah. I
Let's
had
call
a
it like
very,
it is, bro.
I had a very different Iron Banner experience than Jim, because I went back to an old tradition I used to do every Wednesday. I went play on Log Power Slave stream, where we all sound like we're incessant 5-year-olds on Christmas.
Oh no.
There are clips. There are clips out there. They're horrible. I made myself look like Big Chungus. I mean, literally, I turned my character into a giant bunny at one point. Strictly for comedic value.
What I hear Log say, there will be a day that Rick's prattling on in comments will become too much for us to handle. But today is not the day.
Not the day.
Oh.
There was so much script. I was running double, what do you call it, SMGs at one point. I'm like, how many of these do I need? 25? Well, why reload? I ain't reloading anything. I'm just going to drop it and go.
That was how I approached it with the pulse rifles. I had Vigilant Swing in the primary slot, and I had the Claws of the Wolf with full auto, kill clip, and like stability masterwork, and just going. It just sounded like I was farting bullets, which you'll have that.
Accurate.
Yeah, you got to do it. But here's my question for you, Rick. This was like your first full week playing Destiny on PC, no? How was it for you? How's it been? How's it feel?
He uses a controller, it's no different.
It is, though.
This is true, with exception of hand cannons. I have not gotten my head around hand cannons yet. And I was trying to get shit done, so it's like, this is not the time to experiment, so I kind of shelved them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, when I'm kicking around not doing anything important, then I'll come back to that. So it was just basically, all right, what feels good? Pulses feel really good on PC.
Yes.
I mean, really, because if you followed me for any amount of time, I do not use pulse rifles. And I was like, well, let me give this shit a try. Oh, we have something here. So yeah, that plays a lot differently.
I now use pulse rifles.
And the free auto rifle you get from your season pass, on paper, that thing is really not that good.
But then you use
In
it.
my hands, it's really that good.
It's decent, dude.
I mean, it depends on what role you get too. Like the role that I got
Yeah,
was absolute garbage.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of Hammered, whatever the Nail, the one from
Ringing Nail.
Forge. It reminds me of that, with a little bit more kick to it. Though the Ringing Nail still was my favorite, even over Uriel's Gift in most situations. Because with the right roll, Ringing Nail is just a bit more steady. Feels a little more punch to it. But I like the fact that a lot of these weapons that we're getting with the season pass and with the season itself, they're not just clones, right? Whereas like with going from like Uriel's Gift to the equivalent in Warmind, which the name escapes me, the only difference with that weapon was that precision hits trigger an explosion, which makes it just a go-to in PvE.
The break tech thing.
Yes.
I
And
know
but
exactly.
otherwise, it felt like a Uriel's gift, which isn't, again, not a bad thing, but it's just too samey. So I'm finding that the stuff that they're creating for the season, at least this season anyway, it's filling in like those in between gaps in certain situations, and it kind of fills out the armory a bit. Pretty pleased with it overall.
So mine actually has some really mediocre perks, but they work for me because
Which
it
are
has auto-loading holster,
okay. That's good.
which you're like, whatever. I
No, it's a
switch
good thing to have, dude.
I switched to a shotgun a lot, so keep shooting. It has mulligan, which you don't think you would want, except when you have
On
an
an
auto
auto rifle,
rifle
though?
and you miss, and there's bullets forever, and you've just slayed 3 people in a row. It's like, wait, this
Dude.
gun is sick.
Imagine a sweet business with mulligan.
No.
That's super good advice. I can absolutely imagine this.
Right. I really am looking forward to seriously taking that into PvP. I haven't touched it yet, but I'm
It's
gonna.
pretty good.
I'm gonna. And on
Mulligan
that day,
perk with acting war rank. What is wrong with you, Ben?
That sounds
thing is,
spooky.
the question would be which procs first. I would assume mulligan procs first, and then that would make it just fuck. Amazing.
All right, enough here. Enough about us. Okay, so Angel, darling, tell us about your week, because you've done all of the things. You were deep into it. You went into
Yes.
it.
So
You did the raid.
I did. I've done Garden of Salvation.
Should we just do this? Shadowkeep, go.
Oh God.
Don't take the leash off of her. Be out of your fucking mind.
No. So basically, what I've done. Let's see. Basically this week, just this. Hold on. Why is my camera being so poo-poo? Whatever.
Don't
Why
watch
is that?
yourself.
I'm sorry. Okay. Anyways, probably the best thing that's happened is yesterday, I did my 189th run of Heroic Menagerie to try and get the ship, and I finally got the ship, and I was very happy
I saw your
because, yeah, I mean, like, you don't need the ship for collections, but I just really wanted the ship because it looks pretty and it matches everything else. We ended up 3-manning the ogre flawlessly, so that was pretty cool. And then I've been doing a lot of PvP lately. I've reset my Valor like 3 times this season already.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I have no life. Please send help.
Good on you.
And then I'm almost legend in comp. I have a good team. Good team. Who's helping me with that. I'm not like the best at PvP, but I'm learning, and that's important. And it's weird
Makes
because
one of us.
I've gone from being like the PvP master to now learning about all PvP stuff, and I'm like, so this gun is good in PvP, but not good in PvE. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, but why? And then they explain it to me, and I'm like, oh,
Right.
that makes sense. And then also all of the lore. All of the lore. So good.
There's a lot of it.
Oh yeah, there's so much, but it's so good. So good.
Well, being that you threw that tasty segue out there,
I know, it's perfect.
And be aware of this. When we started planning out this month, Rick looked at the calendar and said, I need to wait at least 2 weeks for Shadowkeep so she has time to absorb all of this. And then she can
All
come
of
on and
it.
explain it to us because we're all too stupid
Explain the lore.
Because
Yeah,
we're all
it's
too
not
stupid to
true.
figure it out on our own.
There's
Okay.
no, it's fine. I mean, like the only thing we don't really know a lot of is the unveiling book, because that one you can only it's locked basically in a box.
Yeah.
Like you cannot data mine it. It's locked. Like with
I did.
can it be shoulder charged?
it's a lore
everything can
book.
be shoulder
No,
charged.
no.
Yes, it
I mean,
can. Yes, it can.
I'm out.
you're like, I'm out. Goodbye. No. But like with the Truth to Power lore book, you could the whole thing was data mineable the day Forsaken launched. You could read it all, which defeated the whole purpose of the lore book, because it's supposed to be like kind of how Unveiling is. Every week we're like, okay, we get this new entry. What the fuck is this supposed to mean? Or how does this relate to everything else? And you can get up to 3 entries a week if you've done all 3 of your characters have gone through the Shadowkeep campaign. And you can get 3 a week instead of 1, But I read ahead. I just read it on Reddit and stuff that other people have posted it. But I personally don't do the going ahead thing. I mean, I could. I have that power, but I don't want to.
Is that like a shrouded like Spider-Man Great Responsibility reference?
Yes, sure.
Okay, fair enough.
Sure, let's roll with it. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah.
I do have a specific lore question, actually.
Okay.
I saw something on Twitter today that I really found intriguing. I didn't read the thread because I knew we were going to be getting together tonight.
Okay.
So I'm curious to see your perspective on this question that I saw.
Okay. All right.
When we first encountered the pyramid,
yes,
and you know, all these pretty startling revelations that as players and as a community we're like, oh, they actually did it, holy shit, fuck. Yet the Guardian is just like, whatever, and seems way more taken aback by the appearance of their apparent double, despite it being an obvious kind of manipulation. Do you think there is an in-lore way to explain that, why like they didn't seem to react to the pyramid because they didn't see the cutscene? You know, they don't really know what it is. Like they should be like, oh shit, the fuck is that? They didn't get that. Even the ghost was kind of like, the ghost was even kind of like, okay, it's uncomfortable, but okay. I'm wondering if you think that there's a lore explanation for this, or if this was just an oversight from a writing perspective.
I think. I mean, I'm just thinking.
Spoilers.
So basically, this. Oh, spoilers, by the way, a little bit.
Oh, we took that shit off 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, if you haven't beaten the campaign by now.
We abandoned it after week 1.
Yeah.
It's like, don't watch the show. It's fine.
Yeah, that's kind of. I wouldn't say that's your own fault, but it's kind of your own fault.
And with our group, though, they're all probably going to be well beyond it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
True. But okay. So basically, your question was, why didn't the Guardian freak out when they saw their double? Basically.
Chad already answered it. It's fine.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, but the people at home listening after the fact don't know what Chad said. So let's take that for conversation, Dick.
Now I'm curious. Now I want to see.
Because if you made it into Mara's throne room, you got to see the pyramid ships.
Yeah. Okay, good. Funny thing, actually, if like when you first see the pyramid ship, like very, very beginning of the campaign, first campaign mission, if you did the invitations of the 9, your ghost will be like, what the fuck is that doing here on the fucking moon? Minus all the F-bombs, of course. But if you didn't do it, if you didn't do the invitations of the 9, the ghost is like, what is that? That looks spooky. I don't like it.
So it's alternate dialogue kind of thing?
Yeah, there's alternate dialogue, because I deleted... So
all right.
There's, after the contest for the raid, or World's First and all that stuff, after we beat the raid, I deleted my Titan. Threw all my armor in the vault, and deleted my Titan, and remade my Titan, because I hated how my Titan looked. I just hated it. I was like, this Titan looks stupid. So I deleted my Titan, remade it. You just go through the first campaign mission. I got a little teary-eyed because it was very much nostalgia. But you get all the subclasses, all fully leveled, and you're already like 750 by the end of it. And then I just threw all my armor back on.
Yeah, I can see where that would be an advantage. I might do that with my hunter.
Yeah.
But, you know, the thing is, I do feel like we should, as veteran players, have the option that you should be you should be able to just go back to that original mission anytime you want.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like
have that. I'm willing to bet that's good. I think I
remember. Yeah, I remember them saying that mission will be in the daily rotation, like, you know, the daily heroic story missions. They did say that would be in the rotation, I think. Not sure.
I hope so. I did milk the hell out of that one quest mission, and I just milked the chest to get, like, Kvostov and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, the only reason I deleted my Titan was I hated how... And then I have my Titan back, and I love my Titan so much now. Like, I play my Titan now more than I play my Warlock, which doesn't make a lot of sense.
There's a lot of lore people doing that, Beer Grizzly.
There.
So, answer a stupid old man question for me, then, if you don't mind.
Okay.
At the end of the vanilla campaign, we see the
Yes.
Dorito ships way the fuck out
Mm-hmm.
when they get hit by the Traveler's Light.
Mm-hmm.
We don't hear from them or see them again, at least that I know of, except for what you guys were just talking about now, until Shadowkeep. And it's buried in the fucking moon.
Mm-hmm.
How does that happen?
The one that's buried on the moon.
Is this the Borg cube went back in time kind of bullshit from Star
No,
Trek?
no.
Okay.
No. So, we're not really sure, even in the lore, how the fuck that pyramid ship got there, but it was there before the collapse.
Yes.
I can confirm that because I have the collector's edition, which has a lovely little journal from researchers there on the moon, and they found something. Ooh, spooky. And basically this thing that they find starts like making everybody go fucking crazy. And you guys remember the anomaly map from D1?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they put the artifact in the anomaly, in that little thing.
Did they?
Yeah. Because at the center of the anomaly map, there's like the not dodecahedron, but hold on.
I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, it's like my book for that is like right there. Too far away.
Okay, so this is the collector's edition book.
Yes, the collector's edition.
So.
Where you get
Oh, okay.
So
Continue.
So theory
See?
time then.
collector's edition.
Are these
All right.
the ones that we saw at the end of Vanilla Destiny? Are those his buddies coming to rescue him? It's just kind of like
I wouldn't
E.T.
say they're
go
coming
home?
to like rescue him. They're coming to
Right,
kill the traveler.
Right,
But
they're on their way because they know that there's,
They know that the traveler's there.
ET
They're
is
like,
on Earth and they're
"All
coming
right.
to pick him up. Got it.
We're
All right, let me-
we're coming to fuck
Let
up
me,
the
let me
traveler."
tell the 5-year-old Titan version of the story to catch him up, and then you continue with the collector's edition stuff because I don't know this
Okay.
either.
Okay.
All right, so the whole site you're on the moon, all right, Ryan,
Mm-hmm.
was basically a work site. It was funded by Clovis Bray.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the movie Sphere,
Never seen it.
or the book Sphere?
I don't. I'm on this
Okay,
podcast. I don't
so-
read.
I don't read your
He's
Titan.
5. He doesn't read yet.
I'm a
Those
Titan.
that level.
God damn it, I have a television. Anyway,
We
okay.
do the Clifford version. The Clifford version.
Hold on one
Basically,
second.
okay,
Grab
so
my
the
collector's
20-second
edition.
exclamation. They were on the moon. They found something weird. They
Oh,
started to
this is heavy.
study it. They all started to go batshit crazy. And eventually, either they killed themselves or were killed by the Hive because the Hive showed up.
Okay.
And that's what that whole work site is.
He's
And then there's a whole Rasputin might have actually locked some people outside and killed them as well. So that's another thing.
Yes, basically they all kind of go crazy, and Rasputin kind of takes over, and Clovis Bray's like, yeah, we're shutting this down, and they're like, no, we're so close, and they're like, y'all crazy. So they put it in the anomaly thing. Hold on, I'm
Why
getting my
can't they
collection.
just rewrite the lore in like a Charlie Murphy jargon in the way that Dark Angel's doing this?
Hold on, I'm
I
trying
will
to
do
get
it,
that.
and I will bring
So
her
see-
on and make her part of the series.
There we go.
Have her at least write the script and you do the voice or something.
I
That's a
just-
collab that
I
I
just
need
like the-
So,
to
yeah.
see.
So if you guys remember
I love-
that,
I love the fact that she did the whole
Yes.
Tyler Perry. Y'all crazy.
I've killed many people around that thing.
yeah, from that map.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the K1 anomaly map from D1. The lore behind it is really trippy. So yeah, so the thing in the center is a containment unit for that big spook.
Yes.
That's the artifact that they found. It's all weird and
It's called
trippy
Big
looking.
Spook.
So
Big
it's-
spook. I call it the big
Okay.
spook. That's not what it really is. Yeah, the lore book with all this kind of super cool stuff. It explains like all of the K1. Yeah.
Remind
of
me at
that.
the end of the show. I have something to tell you guys about something that I showed you on camera a few weeks ago.
Awesome.
Yeah, just remind me. I'll tell you before we actually end the show, but I don't want
make
to
a note
interrupt
in
her.
Discord. Let her continue.
I don't.
But yeah.
I can't
no,
read
no, it's
the
all good.
keyboards.
It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, collector edition, super cool. I'm so glad I bought it. The main reason I bought it, honestly, is because of this thing right here. It's the Hive cryptoglyph thing.
Yeah.
It actually can open. You can open it, but I'm too lazy. I mean, I've already opened it already. I actually injured my hand from opening it.
That's why she has 9
Band-Aids.
That's why I have like a
Yes.
million band-aids, because like this thing is like solid metal. I'm not gonna like tighten, brute force it. No. You have to be gentle with this. You have to like, it's a puzzle. And yeah, what's really cool is with the puzzle, so when you open the puzzle and everything, you get a code for an emblem, and you put that code in, and you get the cool hive cryptoglyph emblem that I run on my hunter. But what's interesting is it also has the link of Bungie's website, bungie.net/poison. That was mine. Mine was poison. My friend who also bought it, theirs was bungie.net/endure. So there's actually 5 different links you could have gotten. Hope, hearts, endure, poison. I don't remember what the last one was.
This is fine.
This is fine.
We've already forgotten the other 5 you told us, but continue.
Exactly, I've already forgotten. But basically, what they ended up doing is they took every single person's collector's edition, all of the people on Raid Secrets, huge shout out to them for figuring out this insane puzzle. And they like overlaid, so like, what it showed for my, like when I went to bungie.net/poison was different than if my friend went to bungie.net/poison. And same if someone else went. And it was all different for every single one. Oh, the last one was dust. I remember now. Hope, endure,
Heart.
endure.
Oh,
I already
for
forgot.
fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake. There's 5 different versions of the website. And if you go to all 5 of them, then... But it's only for people with the collector's edition. So if you guys tried to go and you didn't have the collector's edition, it's going to be like, you have to open the cryptoglyph. And you're like, I don't have the cryptoglyph. So then, sorry, can't open it. But basically, they put it all together, and then Bungie has now like released like what it actually was, and it was basically this Books of Sorrow-esque reading that takes place after Oryx died into the Hive, kind of having a existential crisis of like faith and life, and they're like, what is happening? So yeah. But more on that later.
Oh,
About the
God.
Hive and stuff.
I read
What?
that story. I read that story.
You're already just like, oh shit.
No.
Yeah, that one.
I read
I
it.
think he's having flashbacks to the last time you run in. You spent 20 minutes Googling the thing you couldn't remember also.
No, I read the story she's talking about, and it's complex.
Weird. It's yeah.
You got to write shit down, remember who's who.
Yeah, that's I have a notebook and I wrote all of it down. I'm like, okay,
It's
this
like,
person,
who the
this
fuck?
person.
Oh, okay.
You're like, who? Who just did that? Oh shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Question: is there any lore in the raid? Because I can't find it.
No,
No.
not in the raid directly, but about the raid, yes.
Explain the raid.
Explain the raid. Okay.
Go.
To explain the raid, I gotta kind of rewind just like a little tiny bit and explain the Vex that are in the Blackguard, because they're special. They're different than the rest of the other Vex.
How?
Because those Vex in the Blackguard, and they're called the Soul Divisited, they practice worship, which makes no fucking sense for robots. The reason why they do that is because way back, when Kiora, Blade Transform, was created to understand Oryx's throne world, it figured out that, hey, if you worship the darkness, you get paracausal abilities, and they want to try to understand the darkness and the light so that they can simulate it and then win. So before it got taken by Oryx, it basically was like, yo, Vex Collective, yeet, here's everything I could figure out. And so that's why the Soul Divisitive exists.
I love it when guests name our podcasts for episodes.
Yes.
It's just going to be yeet.
Yeet. But yeah, well, then the Soul Divisited, they worship, like in Destiny 1, for example, those Vex that you found at the very last mission, they were worshiping the Blackheart. And they're basically they worship the darkness, which is why they're bad, basically. And even other Vex hate them, which is really interesting. Like, there's in the Aspect lore, which is one of the new lore you can get in this expansion, you get it by killing Vex. If you do Vex offensive, you'll have it done in like 2 seconds, basically. It's pretty fun. But anyways, that book talks about the Vex and Praedyth and a bunch of other cool stuff. But the interesting thing is it talks about how the Vex from the garden, the Black Garden, Salt Visitive, will fight the other Vex. They don't like them. They don't like each other. They hate each other. Because from the outside Vex perspective, they don't... Like, a regular Vex looking at the Salt Visitive Vex, they're like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, worship? That doesn't make any sense. Like, that's so backwards. So yeah, that's, and basically the gist of it is in the raid, the Salt Visitive are trying to become more in line with the dark. I wouldn't say in line with the darkness, but more like we use the light. They want to do that with the darkness, basically, is the gist that I was getting from it.
So basically, they found religion.
They found religion, yeah, basically, and they're worshiping the pyramid. Which when Eris touched the pyramid and activated it, and after we got the unknown artifact and everything, how it goes a signal into the Black Garden. Because if you actually beat the raid, spoiler alert, if you haven't beat the raid, sorry, I'm gonna spoil it for you. The statue that at the end of the campaign with like the veiled woman like looking up and stuff. Yeah, there's another one of those statues at the end of the raid.
Yes.
So what does it mean? That's a good question.
What does it mean though,
bro? I don't, like, me personally, I'm still like trying to figure that out myself personally, because I've only done the raid once. Only done it once. I did it once, I got Divinity, and I'm just like, the armor, do I really need it? The answer is yes, I need it because I need all the titles, but that's besides the point. So yes, the reason, and it's because we're not really sure what the Black Garden is, like, so yeah. But we know the darkness is involved with the Black Garden and the pyramid ship, which is why the Vex, the Soul Divisive, are trying to...
What are we doing in the raid? What are we trying to stop?
We're trying to stop the Soul Divisive from... I don't know. I don't really know. That's a good question. I still don't know.
Alright, so this is so this is what I got out of it. This is going to be a very short explanation.
Instead of my very
long one. A bunch of
one.
Vex started to show up. We went there and blew up everything. Because
basically.
Reasons.
Because reasons. Well, because the unknown artifact we got, it was outputting a signal into the Black Garden. And we were like, let's go investigate. But with guns.
I mean, isn't that like basically the Guardian experience generally speaking?
Yeah, basically. That's the Guardian experience in a nutshell.
I mean, I'm all right with it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and complain about it. I'm like, okay, war. Oh, you know, that actually occurred to me a while back when Cole was on, like, early this year. We were both talking, it's like, you know, I want a scenario where I'm in a war. Like, I'm getting tired of, you know, I think it was like Season of the Drifter where we're playing a game. It's like, put me in a situation where I feel like I'm in a war, where there's just enemies. And they've kind of done that. Like when you're on the moon and you know the Vex just show up, things can get hairy quickly.
Oh
you
yeah,
can
definitely.
Find
Especially
yourself
if you're
pinched in between the hive, and it's like, oh, it's serious now.
Nightmare fuel. But yeah. I'm just trying to think. What?
I can't look at chat anymore.
Don't look at chat.
Ignore me.
Ignore chat.
I love that you make that reference, dude. That's like one of my favorite Venture Brother references ever. Ignore me!
All right, I'm gonna.
I come back to Venture Brothers. Thank you.
Yes. Don't even get me started on Brock Sampson. That's fine. Jim, do you have anything specific you want to ask? Because I'm going to escalate this next. Okay,
escalate it because any question I have to ask is going to be worse.
Oh, no. Okay. All right, Angel. You love the Hive.
Yes.
So we just had a whole expansion about the Hive.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite part? Go.
Favorite part of the expansion of like Shadowkeep, basically. But probably I liked the mission where you go and get the cryptoglyph. This thing. That was probably my favorite.
The thing that Rick forgets to go talk to all the time.
Hmm. You forget all the time.
He goes up to Eris every time it's talking to him.
Oh my lord.
Give me my gun. Oh wait, no, I have to go talk to the thing. Excuse me.
Give me my gun. Oh wait.
And then I walk up to the thing and go, "Thing, give me my gun."
Thing, give me the thing.
Not even joking. Thing, give me my gun.
True.
Which I probably won't do that anymore because I have a shotgun with 1-2 punch finally, and I'm pretty much done now.
That's crisp.
But it's nerfed now.
It's not
Wah,
nerfed.
wah, wah.
It worked before people figured out you could grieve it.
Mhm.
Just run a Sentinel title with Syntheseps and Thunder Coil, and you're welcome.
You're not wrong.
I would Syntheseps and Thundercore work on the Void Titan.
It doesn't fucking work. It doesn't matter. Run whatever the fuck you want.
All right, so back to the original question.
What dude marches anything?
Back to the original question.
What was your favorite part?
Favorite part?
In all of the story and all of the things.
All of the story.
Even stuff we haven't talked about yet.
Stuff we haven't talked about. I think the first mission was one of my... I liked the first mission. Because, Zavala's like, yo, we're going to go fuck up the hive. And I'm like, about damn time. Let's go fuck shit up. So then,
Zavala never said that.
I liked the reference.
I know.
I liked the reference from the people made from the Forsaken. We're not an army. Then Shadowkeep drops, fuck this, we're an army. Let's go.
Yeah, basically. That's basically what happened. Well, I mean, like, it's different because with talking about... with Aldrin and everything, if all the Guardians just started going ham and, like, beating up... Like, that... I understand why Zavala was like, let's not send all the Guardians to go crazy. Because...
I understood it. I disagreed with it.
I mean, you're perfectly valid to disagree with it, but I understand where Zavala's come. Just like... That would have put our alliance with the Awoken kinda on rocky...
It wasn't already?
I mean, it's fine.
You're like, I'm an X, I don't care.
Are aligned with... I'm an Awoken. Like, all three of my characters are Awoken, and I always kind of feel... again, as this community has grown and as the story and the lore has grown, I've always felt like Awoken are kind of like they're not ostracized, but people kind of give them a wide berth because you don't know if you can trust them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I get that.
Okay, I got beef I want to throw out there. Maybe you guys can answer it.
I'm hungry.
There's a point during the campaign where, like, you've been doing shit with Eris and you've been running around doing all the things. And then Ikora shows up, and she's like, sees a giant Dorito. And they have their nice little moment in conversation. And she says a line basically to the effect of, you have the full support of the Vanguard. And then she just, like, walks off. And I'm like, so you mean me, and I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing the whole time? That's the full support? Because, like, it wasn't like anybody else showed up.
Yeah.
Right.
There were no NPC Guardians where I'm like, so basically I'm just gonna keep kicking it on the moon. Cool.
Basically.
That was just the point. It was like, okay, the writing might have fell a little bit flat here. I mean,
especially after playing that opening mission where you have the NPCs and shit helping you out.
Yeah, I'm walking around. I'm like, where the fuck did everyone go? It's like, okay,
you have the full support of the Vanguard, but don't call us, we'll call you.
We'll call you.
Two ways. They could have kept the line the way it was and added like a bunch of frames here and there doing things, like in the opening, sequence. Or just not use that line and said something completely different. I don't know. But did I miss something? Anyone? Was I the only person that bothered?
Thinking. I mean, I understand why that was needed to be said, because Ikora and the rest of the Vanguard didn't, especially Ikora, she was all like, or not really.
She's a whiny bitch.
kinda. Because in the little story snippets you get before Shadowkeep launched, Eris and Ikora and Zavala kind of have this talk, and Eris is all like, I have to do this, and they're like, you can just chill. Wait a second. And she's like, nope, I'm doing this. Bye. And she's like, I'm going on a scouting mission on the moon. I gotta figure this out. And Ikora's like, okay then. Alright. That's fine. Alright. And she didn't really, like, do anything about it. Really bad that, like, she could have, like, helped a lot more. Because she's like, here, have the support of the Vanguard. And I'm just like, okay, thanks, but like, why didn't you just believe Eris in the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I feel like a very much at D1 when Eris comes to the tower and she's like, Crota's coming back, Crota's coming back.
And they're like,
And
yeah,
everyone
whatever.
in the tower, and then the speaker and Zavala and are all like, nah, it's fine, it's whatever. And then Crota comes back, and then Oryx comes back, and then everything's fine.
Pretty
So, yeah.
fucking accurate.
Yeah, pretty accurate.
All
I
right.
love this because it's fascinating to listen to, but it's also in colloquial language that I really can latch onto. I'm just enthralled. I'm like totally digging it. It's fucking great. This is how all of our lore cast should go. Just saying.
Yeah. I
could
try
do,
to
like, a
explain
whole-
it.
I could do a whole, like, my own lore channel, but I don't have to actually do any research. I could just listen to, like, everyone else's lore videos and then just drink 3 beers and give my interpretation of what they just said.
Lore, if you're under 5.
Explain lore like I'm 5. That's great.
Lore plus beer equals success.
That's accurate.
Beer.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
I mean, I'm
all
just
right.
saying Grizzly could just change a few letters in his name, and that could be next level. Beer Grizzly.
Beer Grizzly.
Come on.
Come on.
Just come
you know
on.
he's my ghost, right?
Beard Grizzly is?
Himself is actually my ghost.
That's fucking awesome.
I'll show you after we're done.
Okay, cool, man.
All right. So we have Twitter questions, which are
Oh no.
involved.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
So do you want me to read these? Because I'm still trying to figure this out a little bit. So you want me to read these, Rick, or do you want to do this?
I mean,
Because it's kind of broken up into pieces, so I'm trying to figure out exactly how to present this to you. I'll start with the first one, because I don't even know how to pronounce this name. Lazarus the Lick, I assume is what it says. Pardon me if I butchered that. Wants to know, what do you think happened to, is it Toax?
Teox.
Teox, okay. Teacher of the 3 Proto-Hive, who would become Oryx, whatever.
Savathun and Zivarath. Okay.
Yeah, those things. Is she still out there somewhere? Maybe.
Okay. So, little background for people who don't know. Teox was the mother, if I'm not mistaken, or she was the like caretaker of the 3 of Zivarath and Savathun and Oryx when they were little. When they weren't the hive yet. When they weren't the hive yet, when they were still Krill. And
Which
she
is
ended
a
up
cool
betraying
name,
them.
by the way.
She ended up betraying them and trying to get, caretaker / teacher, interchangeable. And she ended up betraying them to one of the other factions of Krill because she thought not all 3 of them were really they wouldn't be good rulers. So she tried to have them killed. They failed. They ended up going down into the fundament, met the worms, made the pact with the worm gods. They became the hive. The rest is history. But Teox escaped. She ran. She's like, bye, and she left. And they never caught her. They never killed her. So I definitely think she's still out there. I don't know if player. We haven't heard anything about her. I'm not even sure since she didn't consume the worm. I'm not even sure if she's still alive, per se, because Krill have a very short. I mean, even if they are because. So with the hive.
Rick, are you thinking of tequila?
Just go. Just
Yeah,
go.
me too.
Oh my god.
All right. Sorry.
Oh my god.
It's fine. You guys are crazy.
I was reading
I
this.
forget
Yeah.
this.
Ignore
I forget
me.
this.
Ignore me.
Anyways, so because Teox had consumed the worm jelly, her lifespan is a normal krill, which is 10 Earth years. And that's not a long time for your entire life. 10 years. It's not a lot. So, I'm not sure if she'd still be alive, but if she is alive, I don't think she's anywhere around Traveler, because that's like danger zone. So, that's just my interpretation.
Jelly. And that was real. I actually was biting that hard. Look at that. I was biting that hard.
You guys are.
All right, let's just address this because it's a
We're
good one.
5.
You guys are fine.
It's fucking worm jelly.
Let me get my worm jelly.
I want your opinion on this before we get back to this. Okay.
Oh,
So
God.
Pans
Sorry.
made a backhanded comment in the chat, but it warrants discussion. And so his comment verbatim is, Ikora knows what she's doing. I'm sure building that Vex gate won't go wrong at all.
Oh yeah, no, that's not gonna go wrong at all. No, the Vex most certainly aren't gonna get in the tower. No, that's silly. Why would we ever think that? Pretty much, I think most, if not all, of the community thinks that Ikora building the Vex gate in the tower is like the dumbest idea. I even did. I'm like, Ikora.
Is there stuff you found that explains the rationale of? Okay, so
I don't think there is
No,
a
Ikora
rationale.
is just like, we're gonna build a Vex gate, and I'm like,
I
okay,
think
we're
it's an
gonna build it
impulsive
on the
move.
moon. It's like,
I
no, we're gonna
mean-
build it right in the tower, and I'm just like,
This is, in my opinion, this is a situation that bureaucracy can work. I'm just like, there needs to be a committee.
Yeah. So like,
that's what the
do-
consensus is supposed to be for, but
I don't
the
think
thing
we
is,
have
guys
meetings
think
anymore.
do you think that this has the potential to lead to another collapse? Like that is like the catalyst at that point.
I wouldn't say that specifically, but I feel like we are. A second collapse is imminent, I think.
Like
It's
if they
gonna
just
happen.
like
From several sources.
look at what the Cabal had to go through, the amount of supreme effort had to be exerted in order to invade and do what they did, and then
I mean, they did have the help
2
of
years
the
later,
Nine, so...
2 years later, Ikora goes, here, let's take the most dangerous enemy we have, and we're going to put a door to the tower. They can come through anytime they want.
I mean, we don't actually. I mean, yeah, that's. I wouldn't say the Vex are the most dangerous. I mean, they're probably number 2. But they're pretty dangerous. They can travel through timelines. Well, they can't simulate us. So yet, I mean, once they can simulate us, then we're fucked. Then we're
Yeah,
dead.
but clearly the darkness can simulate us, and they're in cahoots.
I'm gonna do something. I'm not gonna do it here because we don't have enough time, and this is not the right format. But I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm gonna go on Focus Fire Chat in the near future. I'm gonna stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just gonna unload about time travel and how all this shit can go wrong. And I'm gonna make that commitment. I'll let the people listening to this know when that's gonna happen. Because fuck me. Sorry, I went on a tangent. Okay,
Don't you
I'll
always,
read the
though?
next one, Ryan, because I actually know these names. Kind
Okay.
of.
Yeah, you go ahead and pronounce this as
Okay, so if I want to preface this. This is from Wicked. Fuck you, Wicked. He's a friend. All right, here we go. When Fundament was destroyed by the Syzygy,
Yeah, this is yeah. Mhm.
I mean, there had to have been a better word for that. I mean, this is bad writing, but that's fine. That's fine. That's just throwing a bunch of consonants and vowels together.
That's
out of the
they
scrap
put all those
board. I mean,
refrigerator magnets up that you give to little kids, and they just
and
said,
we need a
"Fuck
name
it."
for a thing, and Syzygy. Print it. Roll with that. Roll with that. Refute it. Okay, was destroyed by the Syzygy. It is explained that the combined gravitational pull of the aligned planets and the Traveler destabilized the layers of the gas giant, creating a wave that washed over and flooded the lands.
Mm-hmm.
Nice use of punctuation. Wicked. Commas, motherfucker. Use them.
But they take up characters in your tweet.
Jesus. But he has part 2. Could a similar alignment of our planets within our solar system cause that to happen to Jupiter? Also, sub-question, would it have any major impact on the other planets within our solar system? And, okay, do I need to do that again? Because that's a lot.
No, I understand what he said. I understand.
I mean, this is kind of your job, isn't it? Like,
yeah. So that's why I'm
he
like,
actually
ooh.
asked this question to the right person. Holy fuck, he is a genius.
Right.
Never mind. I take everything back about it. Yeah.
Round of applause. Woo. Okay.
Wicked asked this question to the lady who builds planets for a living. Good call.
Good call. Good call. All right. So, I mean,
She's having a stroke. You realize this right now, figuring this out.
no, I'm not having a stroke. I'm just thinking.
No, she's trying to figure this. She's doing math and shit in her head.
I'm just
Again,
thinking of
having a
things-
stroke.
Pull out your abacus, quick.
Brain
Remem-
hurt.
Remember, this
Okay.
is a podcast audio.
Oops. Okay, so while I do not think a similar thing would happen with all of our planets aligning and the Traveler heading to Jupiter, because the thing is it was all 52 moons and the Traveler on a gas giant. And you have to remember how far away they actually are from one another. They're pretty far. So, while yes, there is some gravitational pull between, like, Jupiter and Mars, not enough for it to make that kind of event happen if all of them were aligned. And so that answers your first question. I really
Okay.
expected the question to go in a completely different. I was really prepared to answer that, but
No, I mean, I'm fucking with
However,
you. Like, I'm like
comma.
a really intelligent dude.
however,
Okay, go.
However, interestingly enough, a similar event or a similar-esque event happened on Fundament, which is the Hive's homeworld, did actually happen on Titan right at the beginning of the collapse.
I was gonna ask you about that.
And the reason why that happened is because the Darkness Doritos were showing up.
Okay, so is that what caused Titan to the wave and everything? Was the Dorito ship flew through?
Well, I wouldn't say through Titan, because the pyramids, Darkness Doritos, call them whatever the hell you Darkness Doritos, because I think it's funny. But,
Robin Hood.
Every
hat.
time I see black
Okay.
corn tortilla chips, I'm like, oh, the tie-in
All right, hold on.
potential.
All right, so before we go any further, let's just catch everybody up listening that may not know the story. All right, so when you go to Titan, the platform, city, casino, hotel, extravaganza thing, we're not going to get into details of what they actually... It was a research facility, for lack of a better term.
yeah.
Skipping a whole lot of things. Basically, something passed by the planet, because it's a liquid methane planet in Destiny, caused a gravity swell to where in other words, like the moon, our moon would have gotten really close to like the middle of the Pacific Ocean. So that would have caused all of the water to go close to the moon because of gravity. And then the moon just kind of fucked off, which caused this just colossal bunch of tidal waves to wreak havoc on Titan.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's what we were talking about. So you were saying it was Dorito ship.
Yes, it was, because we have in previous lore entries, like, about the Exodus Green ship, or, well, the ship that all of the Awoken were on. They were also affected by gravity waves when the darkness started, when the collapse started happening. So, and there was also, I remember there's lots of little snippets here and there that talk about gravity waves when in relation to the darkness Dorito ships.
Okay, so this was the question I was going to ask you about this, but it was not about Dorito ship.
Okay.
So when you read about the 9 and how we detect them, it's dark matter.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever reason, when I read this story, because I know nothing about this, I just assumed that perhaps it was the dark matter of the 9 because it has so much mass causing the gravity on the planet to be screwed up. But that's what I didn't think anything about Dorito ship. I was thinking dark matter. I don't know how that works. Titan.
That's not how any of that works. You
Never
tried.
ruled this out, then.
You tried. You tried. You tried. It's okay.
I saw nothing about Dorito ship. I'm like, okay.
I've seen
gravity.
Star Trek twice. I know stuff.
Clearly.
I read it.
He read the book.
Ah.
Clifford, the big red dog, encounters dark matter. That's the book he read.
Indeed. But yeah.
I mean, hey.
I mean, I would read that.
All right. Do you want to finish up with the follow-up questions, Rick?
No, because between Laz and Wicked, that's fine. Just let them go. It's okay.
Just let them go. Okay.
All right.
Well, he just talked about the Titan thing. Laz was thinking it was the Traveler, but the Traveler had already fucked off back to Earth.
Yeah, the Traveler had already gone to Earth.
I hang around Australians way too much. Jesus Christ. The Traveler had
Not
fucked
enough,
off to
depending
Earth.
on how you look at it.
Mhm.
Nope, they pretty much just covered what we talked about. All right, cool.
Sweet.
We completely geeked out. This is fine.
I dug it. I'm just enjoying it. Just
Alright.
This
saying.
could go on forever.
It could.
Yeah, which is why we've had her back, and we'll have her back again, and we'll have her back again, and then
Mhm.
again, because now we're friends,
Now
and
we're
now
fine.
I'm gonna come prepared with questions, motherfucker. So
So, since he wasn't here the last time you told this story, a short version of the Bacon Planet.
Oh, short TLDR of the Bacon Planet. Okay.
okay.
So I was running simulations, and I have to plot the results to see, like, if it looks right. And I plotted this one, and it looked very, 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 very wrong. And it looked like bacon. And, well, I was like, this looks really wrong. So I emailed my boss about it, and I'm like, hey, I didn't change anything with the code. I didn't break it. This is just was the out. And he's like, huh, that looks really fucking weird. Let's call it bacon. And I'm like, okay. And then we did some investigating, and it was just like a little coding bug, and we fixed it. But it was really funny, though, because we had no idea why it was going on, but it turns out the output file, it basically just wrote 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Like, it did double for every output, which then, like, fucked it up.
Is that the binary code for bacon?
Evidently, it must be. So binary is bacon, or who knows?
Baconry. I'm not sure. I mean, that's
Instead of
pretty cool.
binary, it's baconry. It's great.
All right, well, we're getting close. So if you have any questions in chat, throw them out there. So we'll give you like a couple minutes to throw them in because there's delays and typing and things.
I mean, or get
Oh,
better
Will,
at
thank you
typing.
for the sub. Appreciate you.
Yes.
Okay. Jim, was there anything that you could think of on the fly that happened you did not understand?
Everything.
I know we did not prepare for this at all.
Like
We'll be better
ever
prepared
or-
next time.
Right.
Didn't you guys
Not
say
even
that last
Shadowkeep.
time?
I mean, I did prepare. Like I was talking about fake astrophysics and shit.
Oh,
Hey, I'm gonna throw something out. I'll throw something out.
have they showed you the moon landing sets yet?
I can't talk about that.
Right. So I had an actual Destiny question.
Okay. Okay.
Go.
When do we get dragons?
I can't answer that.
Susplain.
I don't know.
Try?
Do you mean like space dragons, like Ahamkara? We've already seen Ahamkara. Do you mean like dragon?
Yeah, like the ones that actually have wings and fly, motherfucker. Like not because we got the look at me, I could be taken down with some solar burn. I'm kind of ineffectual and disappointing. I mean, like full blown, like dragons, like we had in some of the
funny
trailers.
thing. I mean, what's hilarious is in the lore, when during the Great Ahamkara hunt, Lord Saladin and Lord Ephrodite, I think it was Ephrodite and Saladin, they were fighting in Ahamkara, and Lord Saladin wished for it to be a motherfucking dragon, so they literally slew a dragon, and it was hilarious.
Did they?
Can we have more of that, please?
More of that, please. Yes.
Yes. Can we get a patch in Last Wish where all the encounters
That's
go away?
Wish
You just
15.
fight a
That's
dragon.
Wish 15. It turns
Like,
If Wish
Riven
15
into
is
a
just
dragon.
all the encounters go away and it's one big dragon fight for like 3 hours, I am there.
Yes, that's secretly Wish 15.
Totally not.
I really hope so.
Because see, I've been inside Bungie. I have seen things, but I can't talk about it. Right.
That sounded way too dirty. I have been inside Bungie.
I was going to refrain.
God. Okay, I didn't mean it in a dirty manner, but I meant like I got a full studio tour, and I have seen all of the things, but I cannot talk about the things because I will get sued. Lots and lots of money, and I don't want to.
You can't get blood from a stone. It's fine.
I am very curious though. Does Bungie, like, looking at your Twitter, do they contact you for like information about planet? Not you specifically, but like your group, your department, to talk about things like planet layout, rocks and shit and formations and all that stuff, or
no they just
do what they
do
want.
it how they do it.
Okay.
I think that'd be pretty cool if they like came to me and be like, "We need your expertise on planets," and I'd be like, "Okay, I'm there. I'll help."
I'll make a bacon planet.
Bacon planet. I'll make some bacon planets.
Bacon subclass for next year.
Yes.
You heard it here first.
Yes, definitely.
The only question you were asked in chat is from Drunken Guardian, this is actually not a question, it's more of like an accusation. She said she'd play with me, but hasn't. Why?
Maybe because you drink all the time.
I did? Did I say that? I am so sorry. Drunken Guardian, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna cry. Terrible person. I've just been so focused on PvP that I forgot. I'm sorry. You're on Xbox, right?
Yes, he's on Xbox.
Okay, then yeah, dude. I'll yeet my gamer tag in chat. Give me a sec. Probably a terrible idea because I'll have a million friends requests. But
No, 9.
It doesn't matter. It's Xbox.
There's only 12 of them over there anyway.
You have no choice in the matter.
Right.
yeet, hold on. I will just yeet it into chat if it'll let me.
What is the giant
I have a
sea
submission.
monster on Titan?
Before she answers that, I have a submission for the podcast episode title. The best is yeet to come.
Yes! That's great. I love it. I love it. Because there actually was a whole chunk of lore that like talk about, and that's okay. But we don't actually know where it's leading, but that's okay.
Because the best is yeet to come.
Exactly, the best is yeet. I love it. I love it. You're just so
You
good.
said you see all that we missed him last week just went out the fucking window right there.
I loved it, and at the same time, I feel slightly dirty. It's okay.
I mean, you can take a shower after this. You're gonna need to.
It's puns. It's fine.
Yeah. What you hired me for? It's puns, right?
Okay. So what is the giant sea monster in Titan? I say it is a hive worm.
You're kidding, right? Please tell me
No.
you're joking.
No, I'm a Striker Titan. I'm the least intellectual character in the Destiny universe.
Clearly, I keep forgetting all Titans do is brands.
I'm actually at the bottom tier of the Titan ladder.
I'm kidding. No,
I got
it's
winning.
not. It's
Was ist das?
the okay.
Schnell.
Okay, so the sea creature on the Titan is just a sea creature? It's just a big giant sea creature. It's not a hive worm. I mean, it's not
Are you
Oryx's
basing this
worm.
on what? Oh, well, I didn't say that now, did I?
Well, some people were like, it's Oryx's worm because see, body when we killed him, it flew off of his dreadnought and went towards Saturn. And what orbits Saturn? Titan. And now there's a worm there, so now that's where it's gotta be. No. I mean, I guess it could be.
Well, there was already one on the moon. Because there was Zol.
Zol wasn't on the moon. Zol
That was
on
Mars. My
But
bad.
yes, I get what you're saying.
There
It was an M thing. It was an M thing.
It was
I mean, I'd have to like look at the worm on Titan again, and then look again to get their similarities and see. But I guess it could be in a cool. Like, I don't know if the worms actually. I mean, I guess if they were in the fundament, and the fundament is a gas giant, they're able to withstand large amounts of pressure. So I guess technically it could be a worm, hypothetically. But we don't. I don't think we have enough information to really know.
Titan.
She is doing mental gymnastics to kind of make this work for her.
I am. I don't know. We don't have
All
enough
right, researching it
information.
back
But
to
that's a NASA thing, though. Mental gymnastics.
All right. So, what class is the person building the Vex Gate in the tower? Again,
Warlock.
because a Titan knows this would be a bad idea.
Yes.
I'm so
I
glad
saw
you
a funny.
read that beforehand.
Yes.
It's a warlock.
It's just-
It's got to be.
Thought it was a legitimate question.
I mean,
no idea it was targeted.
The hunter would be like, Hunter would just keep asking questions and ask for like free beer. Like,
The hunter be like,
Hunters don't do
why is
control
this not a Taco Bell?
I want to know
Right.
what class is the dude welding without goggles, because that is a violation of all kind of like OSHA safety standards.
why does he
Titan.
even have to be a guardian? He's just a person that's stupid.
I'm more impressed if it's a dude welding without goggles, to be perfectly honest with you.
Right.
Because that dude is doing work. I mean, there's like one
Maybe
guy
he's blind.
welding. Have
Maybe-
you
maybe
seen
they're
how much
blind.
progress he made in like a week?
That's some like crazy progress.
It's true. He's got a deadline. They're like, this got to be done by
Jesus
December.
Christ.
Why? We don't know. It just has to be done.
It just has to be done by this week.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice the
Right.
time, by the way, Rick?
Yep. Ask your questions.
Well, I'm not going to ask questions, but Jim's going to tell us a little story.
Uh-oh.
You're goddamn right I
You're not
am.
asking the questions?
We're going to do the questions after the story.
Oh, okay.
Story
all
time.
right.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Story.
shut the fuck up now. Go.
Folks, if you like what you've heard or what you've seen, know that there's a way to support things even further, to create more content and bring people together. We have a Patreon at patreon.com/DestinyUnfiltered or at DestinyUnfiltered.com/Patreon, where you can directly support us financially to further spread the awareness of not just what we do, but what other people do. And the way that this is going to manifest is when we go to GCX this year and any other appearances we make, we are going to be creating a forum and a platform for other creators and other community members to be able to be on the same level as everybody else, because we're all about equality and bringing a voice to the voiceless and life to the lifeless, like a guardian, because we're space zombies. Check it out. Patreon.com/DestinyUnfiltered or DestinyUnfiltered.com/Patreon. Go there for exclusive content. Check it out.
He said space zombies and we're both dying right now. I said no. just let it go. Just let it go. I
let it
prefer
go.
that. I prefer.
It
that
wasn't meant to be a lore declaration. It was a joke. Let it go. Oh,
Okay,
I'm gonna pull
I'm letting it go. I'm letting it.
Let it go. Let it go.
I don't like lich personally. I like the term revenant, but this is fine.
Push it, I'll give you a war you won't believe.
I did not understand that reference.
First Blood, bitch.
So-
Watch it.
Since the last time,
Oh, 1975. Yeah. I was still sperm back then.
1981, I believe.
Not far removed from sperm then. That's just fine.
you were just cum.
Wow! There's always one kid that has to push the hula hoop just a little bit faster.
Speaking of things that will end the show, the Fatal Five. Go.
Oh lordy.
So since the last time you were on, we started a new segment, which is how we wrap up the show now. We're
Oh,
going
no.
to ask you 5 questions.
Oh no.
Everybody gets the same
Okay.
questions. So, first question.
Okay.
What is your favorite food?
Favorite food? Ooh, mac and cheese.
I
like
was so
that.
hoping she was going to go with bacon.
I know. I should have said bacon, mac and cheese. I
Alright.
like mac.
She was being honest. It's fine.
What is your favorite drink? Alcoholic, non-alcoholic?
Ooh, alcoholic. Fuck. I forgot what it's called. Like, oh, a Jägermeister. No, is that it? Jägerbomb. Jägerbomb.
I mean,
Jägerbomb.
Jägermeister is the thing.
Yeah. No, I like Jägerbombs.
Obviously, that answer is clearly legitimate because you had to think about and tried hard to remember it.
Yes. Yes. I knew it was like it was like Jaeger and Red Bull, and that's what it was.
Good on you. Wow.
That. Yeah. It's pretty. I like that. It's probably my favorite. And then non-alcoholic, I'm gonna probably say hot chocolate. I know, two very opposite.
Yes, but
All right.
very good answer. Hot chocolate is.
Hot chocolate is the
What
best.
Yeah,
All right.
it really
All right,
is.
next question.
What is your dream job?
Working at NASA. No, I'm kidding. Working at Bungie. I want to work at Bungie. That's where I want to go next.
Is it too much to ask for both?
Both.
Can you be an
Probably
advisor to
because of
Bungie while
NDAs.
working at NASA?
I need someone to clip that and superimpose the explosion behind me.
Okay, Tony. Whatever.
Oh, all right. So you got to name 3 of these. What is your guilty pleasure? Games, movie, music.
Ooh.
So what is
okay.
your guilty pleasure video game? What is your guilty pleasure movie? What is your guilty pleasure music?
Okay. Guilty pleasure video game? Destiny. Like, duh. I love that game. I love that game too much. I have too many. I play that game too much. I love it. Guilty pleasure movie? Star Wars? I guess? I like Star Wars.
Oh, so
And then-
qualifying answer, which one? Because there's
Ooh,
like
which one?
112 of them fucking things.
Yeah.
Oh shit, here we go.
111
Ah,
until December.
shit. Here
Let's
we go. I mean,
This is gonna take a while.
no, it won't. I promise.
Oh yes, it will. 'Cause
No,
you're gonna
it
give the
won't.
Wrong answer, and I will.
It's gonna take a while because you keep
thin
interrupting her.
on
Let her
you.
answer that one
Like a
question.
puma.
Because he won't shut the fuck up.
Right.
I mean, I like the original trilogy. Like
Mhm.
4, 5, 6.
Okay, and of those, which one is the one that you will go back to over and over and over the most?
Don't you fucking say it.
Number 5. The fifth one,
Empire.
Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, I don't like.
That is the correct answer. That is the
That
correct
is
answer.
obviously the correct answer. It's the best one. Duh.
You win 27 points.
Yeah.
That is the correct
Did
answer.
you redeem those points exactly?
That is not
What
your
about-
goddamn business.
That's none of your business.
I'm gone for a week and everyone gets delusions of grandeur.
Well, if you ever type
Clearly.
Phantom Minutes in the chat again, I will ban you for life.
Uh-oh.
I'm just joking. I'm joking. It's fine. Like what you want.
Only 60 years.
Ban you for the life of a housefly, 24 hours.
24 hours. Okay. Yeah. That's my favorite movie. And then
Music.
Music. Ooh. Guilty pleasure music. Destiny soundtrack, because I'm lame and boring. Yeah. Probably
Right.
my favorite one specifically that I listen to do walk. I have that down to a science. Like, I'll listen to it, like, all right, now next person swap. Because I would listen to it on my way to work. I don't live that far away from where I work. I can actually work from here, from my apartment, which is so nice. I can just be in my pajamas
Isn't
and
it?
do some science.
Working from home is literally the best.
It's a blessing and a curse, because it's like, I gotta be like on top of my shit, but I also can be lazy. It's like,
You can be on top of your shit while taking a shit if you have a laptop.
I could very well
All
do
right. Final question
Hold on.
for you.
I'm wrapping my mind around these possibilities. Hold on. Never mind. Continue.
that. Oh my lord. Final question.
What is your favorite curse word?
Favorite curse word?
I approve of this question, boys.
Oh no.
Approve of this
Yes.
question.
Oh no, everyone's like, yeah.
This is the one we didn't tell you about.
Oh no. Oh no. Favorite curse word?
I love that they start coming in the chat.
I say fuck a lot.
Yes.
I just go fuck, especially in Crucible, or if we're like doing, especially in comp. I'll peek to try and like see where they are, and then I'll get sniped. I'll be like, fuck. Didn't mean to get sniped. Fuck. I just say fuck a lot. It's really bad.
There you go.
I should have like a swear jar next. Fuck. I should put like a coin in. The
All
thing
right,
is,
so
it's
just
like
You can buy a lot of collector's editions with that money, I bet.
exactly. I mean, my raid jacket is coming soon. TM.
TM.
Soon, whenever that is. It's coming in like November or October.
Okay. Don't
So I
you
got the
live
top
in?
stars.
Don't you live in Seattle?
Yeah, it still takes that long for everyone. Everyone.
Why don't you just drive over and pick it the fuck up?
Hey, fucko. No, that probably wouldn't work.
Knock on the door and be like, "Yo, give me my jacket." Yeah, no, that's all.
All right, so
Give
fuck
me
as
my
your favorite curse word was also the correct answer. Where do you
Yay!
7,300 points?
7,300 points.
Yes.
Sweet. I'm awesome.
And what that gets you is a hug from Rick if you show up at GCX next year.
Sweet.
I'm not a hugger.
It's okay. I like hugs.
I am also, but I require no points. Therefore, I am the victor.
Oh snap! He's got a point.
Yeah, it just means he's cheap. It's fine.
No, it means
Can't buy me love.
Oh.
Oh shit.
And on that night, all right, big guy.
Get
Sun's
us-
getting low.
Get us the hell out of here, Rick. Take us home.
It's getting about that time.
You failed again.
Yeah, it's fine. We keep trying.
I was supposed to.
It's not
Yeah,
fun.
we gotta reverse it. We gotta reverse it.
Well, Angel, if people want to find you on the internet, how
Oh,
could they
no.
find you?
How could they find you? Oh,
And
find
what,
me.
And what service
In-
are you offering?
oh, let's
If,
see.
if any. I just might have just like made some shit up just now.
No, it's fine. It's all good.
This is why I need to drink when I do the podcast, because I'm dead sober and this is what the fuck happens.
Noted. Let's see. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram and Twitch under X Dark Angel. I'll say hi in chat. Yeet. Actually, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna say yeet just because I can. Yeet.
While you are yeeting, I do want to bring up one small thing about your handle that
Yes.
I have been seeing it seems to bring up.
Uh-oh.
Alright, here we go.
Dark
Oh.
Angel is a late 80s thrash band of extreme prominence and importance.
Yes.
Had the same drummer as Death Clock and Death and
You
Testament.
see, I picked this
Strapping
name when
on.
I was 12, and I'm like, yo, this sounds edgy and cool. And I don't know how to change it.
Yeah, but Dark Angels are actually a really good band. So you're in
Oh,
good
no.
company.
Okay. I thought it was like a bad, like, oh, you should change. And I was like, oh.
No.
Okay,
No.
it's a good thing.
I
Okay.
have
Whew.
respect for this, and I know
Okay.
the drummer from that band.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. So yeah, good shit.
Sweet.
Much respect, yo.
Yeet.
Alright.
Dab. It's disgusting.
Oh.
Disgusting.
No dabbing. No
Oh,
dabbing.
sorry.
We're gonna do this
Sorry.
again very soon.
Right.
We might have to do this a regular thing. But
I'm down with that.
we'll make questions.
You'll make questions this time. Got
we-
it.
We will think of questions. We will think of questions.
We actually literally said we were just going to go Shadowkeep lore, go. That was all of our planning.
And you did.
Yeah,
And you
I
did.
forgot.
And you did. I mean, you
No,
got most of
like
it.
literally, I was goodbye. This is Dark Angel. Shadowkeep lore, go. And just stare at her awkwardly.
And just stare at me. I'm just gonna be like blah blah blah. Yeah. I mean, you got most of it.
Yeah. All right, I am setting up a raid. I got that right the first time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. As always, if you're listening to our voice in the immediate future, we love your face and our audio audience is awesome. I cannot speak anymore. Because I am out of alcohol and have had that, unfortunately. But this was like a really nice intellectual conversation we had this week.
It needs to never happen again.
We're going to have Elmer Fudd on next week. It's not going to be anything like this. So. It's just going to be straight off the rails. There may be felonies committed. It's fine.
Why? What is next week, Rick?
Elmer Fudd.
Oh, shit.
There will not be any intellectual.
Oh, we might. Well, okay. We'll probably get canceled next week. It's fine.
I'll get extra beer.
We'll just switch over to YouTube or Pornhub or some place that'll have us. It'll be fine.
Ex-hamster.
I'm not going to Mixer. Fuck that shit. But I digress. So, all right. Again, folks, thank you so much. We will see you the same time next week, live and unfiltered. Stand by for raid.